Tonight's webinar is brought to you by Santa and the
Hey,
Northern Lights.
there we go.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay, we ready to get started, Henry?
We are. It's all yours.
All right. Welcome to the December webinar from AVA. We've got two presentations tonight, and Santa has gifts at the end of the webinar. So stay tuned. Um, I see Kayla. I see Wayne. I'm just checking out my videos here of who's logged in. So the first presenter tonight is Kayla Cathay.
Yeah.
She's a student at Austin P University, or is it Austin Pay? I always get that confused.
We call it Austin P State University.
Okay. Um, and then also chiming in with Kayla tonight, we'll have Wayne Heath from the Twin Cities Volksport Club in Minnesota, and Ron Jones from the Atlantic Region Deputy Director. Now, Kayla is a student who was assigned to work with the Twin Oaks Volksport Club on a graphic arts design project. She'll share with us her experience and some of the work she did for the club. Wayne and Ron hosted students who have supported their clubs with graphics arts design. They will share their experiences working with the students. This is a great partnership that let's keep it going in 26. And with that, Kayla, introduce yourself and tell us what this is all about.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, my name is Kayla Cathy. I took a class called Design Center, uh, and my professor set us up with two separate clients, which I thought was really sweet. And I just so happened to be paired up with Wayne with the Volksports Twin Cities Walking Club. I had to focus on doing two separate projects. I ended up working on a 4x4 coaster design for them, and I did some vectorization of some of the other logos, just to put onto the coaster and make sure everything was cohesive and made it look good. Um, with that, I was gonna see if I could share maybe my screen so I could show you. Thought I could. I'm so sorry. Doo-doo-doo.
I think you can. Hector, are you on? Can you let her
Yeah, she
share?
should she should be able to upgrade her co-host.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so share, advanced sharing options. Let's see.
I
Oh,
think the share is at the bottom of the screen there.
yeah. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Okay, so, oh, where did it go? I'm so sorry, you guys. I had it pulled up and it's not. Oh, I see what the issue is. I apologize. Here we go. Ooh, okay, so share and then this. Okay, so this is what I happen to can everybody see it?
Yeah, there you go.
So awesome, perfect. So this is what I ended up creating for Twin Cities Folk Sports Walking Club. I ended up redrawing some of the logos and vectorizing them and making everything look cohesive and nice to be able to fit on a 4x4 coaster for them to give out during their next event, which I thought was awesome. And I was super excited to help them with this project. Uh, so for the class, we were just able to help people out and kind of it's to show us what it's like working with real world clients and to understand how to actually get some real world experience even within the institution. Uh, because I didn't have any other experience other than this, and then I got to work with a separate client And yeah, so and then this is one of them, and I'm wondering if maybe here we go. This is one of the vectors I redid. It's just the logo. Uh, but I was able to make the background pretty much transparent, essentially. So that's mostly everything. The experience there was pretty fun. Wayne was really sweet, and honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better client, to be honest with you. You guys were really sweet, and he was able to be com sorry, communicative, and he told me exactly what he needed, and I hoped that I met his needs.
Well, let's hear from Wayne. You're muted, Wayne.
It's still muted.
There, did that work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Kayla did a very nice job for us. She was great to work with too. I'm in the process of working on getting them printed up now. So yeah, we appreciate it.
Were can we ask questions?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Um, well, first of all, comment. I really love the duck with the walking stick and the boots.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was cute. But just I guess to both of you was there any sharing of learning from your end, and then on Wayne on your end from working with a student?
Well, on my end, Kayla helped me a lot because I'm not very good with the computer work. So she was able to babysit me on that a lot. So,
One thing I did learn, which I thought was really fun and interesting, was uh sending back and forth so like I'm pretty good with professional emails. Uh but one thing that I did learn was that through communicating, I used to have like a lot of anxiety with sending emails just because I you can't really catch people's tones whenever you like message people through the computer or text message or email. And I used to get worried about people reading my tone wrong.
Yeah.
Uh and I felt like this experience has helped me learn a lot about sending professional emails and back and forth. And also, one thing I thought was interesting was learning how to vectorize the images to make them look proper, like really good on the coaster. I thought that was really interesting. That was a really big learning curve for me. I had never made a vector before, and I got it worked out and I got it pieced together as best as I could.
Mhm.
But that was something that I took away from the class, and I really enjoyed that as well. So yeah.
And how about you, Wayne?
what's that?
Oh, you're muted, Carl.
The question I have for you, Wayne, is how did you find the process of applying to do this, to get Kayla or any student to help you?
That was very easy. It was all set up pretty much through AVA already. I just sent in my name to the AVA and asked them for information on it, and they sent it to Rachel, the instructor, and it all just kind of fell together.
Great. And let's bring Ron in because Ron has also, I believe, been working with university student. I don't know if you were working with Kayla or not, maybe someone else, but what's been your experience, Ron?
Well, I had a very good experience. I worked with a Delilah Chacon or Chacon. I think Henry's going to show some images, but we had two projects. I started the new, and everybody can hear me okay, right? I
Yes.
started the newest club in the AVA, the Smith Mountain Lake Walking Club, and we needed a logo. And this is a mock-up that Delilah did of the logo. Okay. And she made it look like a patch. Uh, and we live on a lake. That's the namesake of the club. There's this mountain. And so it's really nice. Through the process, I shared designs with club members, and I'd have them vote. And Delilah would give us options like A, B, and C, and she'd have different color palettes and different designs. And it was really an interesting process. And I basically had club members vote. And so that's the draft or prototype for the club. Then I had a second project. I think Henry will show that. So we put in a proposal. This is a mock-up for a special program. And Diane Evans has this committee, and we have filed an application. It's called Craft Beer. And so there's a beer logo, some kind of beer colors. You can see the patch at the lower right. Then the inside, you would have your stamps for the special program. So basically, it was kind of optional to do something of this professional nature, but we thought, if we could get a professional design, that would help the committee. When they're trying to understand our proposal, it makes us look better. And then I have Delilah on retainer. So going forward, uh, I can pay her to if these get tweaked a little or change the color or change the design, she's agreed to help do that because it's not, people want changes. So I was really excited. I think it looks really professional. The idea for the special program is to have a coaster, and this logo would go on the coaster. I probably will have to cut off part of that ribbon, but we'll see. So anyway, that was my experience. I had a few good pointers. If you want me to go ahead with those.
Okay.
So I thought the process was pretty easy, similar to Wayne. There's an article in the Checkpoint. You contact the professor. I wrote up these two projects and then we kind of narrowed them down. A big thing is you have to be really focused and targeted. Like websites, the professor, Dr. Rachel Bush, she said some things are really labor intensive and they're not suitable if you want your website redesigned or redone. It has to be focused to fit within the timeline of the class. So this is a senior level class. They need this for graduation. All right. So you need to be focused on this simpler, and the more that you know what you want, that helps. There's a type timeline. So and Henry's got a question there. Basically, you start in mid-October and you end in mid-December, and you have maybe 8 to 9 weeks. And part of that is used, and they don't have, I don't know if they have a quarter, I'm not really sure, but part of that is they work up a contract, they send you the contract, they work up an invoice, they send you the invoice, they want to get paid. Then you have a Zoom call to get to know each other. Then you start working online through email and text. I mean, we mainly basically just did email, but part of that period is eaten up by academic requirements because they have deliverables like this contract. They have to work up a contract. So there's professional emails. all these things are getting graded. So that eats up some of the time to work on the project. So you have to be really focused. I was traveling some. I had to keep answering because I had two projects. So I thought it went really well. You have to be comfortable with remote activity because we only had one Zoom call. We could have done more, but I was traveling, she was busy. So you have to be comfortable with that. She worked full time, and I know Delilah had a design business already and had clients like she was working with a dentist. She said she was working with a big tooth for the dentist logo. So uh, she had some other clients. The professor stressed that we be positive and constructive in our feedback because the students are new to this, working with actual clients. And then also there was COVID. So these students maybe, they didn't have a full high school and college uh, career, in class. And so it worked out well. I learned a lot. There's a technical aspect. I think Wayne mentioned it, and I offered to Dr. Bush to help her with like a customer education center because there's a lot of different file types and jargon and software, that you might want to learn about. So you have to be comfortable with computer work and technical stuff online. So that's what I did. We're excited with the designs. Any questions?
Thank you, Ron. Kayla, anything else you'd like to add?
Um, I agree with everything that he said. He was pretty much on the money of what how my semester went. We did the contracts, we did the invoices, we had to make a whole paper system of what we were going to do. The process was it was pretty good working with people because we were working with two clients. So I was working with Henry, but I was also working with a separate company. I was working for Goodwill. So we had about 8 weeks to do both of them. Uh, I know some people they wanted videos and stuff like that, and there's limitations to doing some of that stuff. Some of the stuff that we can't do are like videos and redesigning websites and stuff like that because they are too structure heavy. But I definitely agree on his points on everything that happened throughout sorry guys semester.
Maybe the university can do videos in the master's program.
If they give us a master's program, I'd love to go. Yeah, no, that would be amazing.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Any anybody have any questions for our three presenters?
I think Kayla and Delilah did a great job. I think the coaster's awesome and the patch is awesome and the special program book. Really nice.
Thank you.
Carl, I'd just like to add, this might be it's our third or fourth year. This was probably our third year um, with this going on this partnership with the university, and it's really going well. Been trying to get the professor at one of our conventions so that she can present the program. But this is the micro grants are provided by the national office, and we team them up with the students to those that need help. So yeah, we're all looking forward to videos at some point. Hopefully that's coming down the road.
I hope so. Yeah, actually, um, with AI and everything that's popping up, it's a lot of new things for us to even learn. So I agree. I think videos might pop up in the future, especially with AI helping us out. It saves a lot of time.
All right, last call. Anybody got any additional questions or comments? Well, thank you very much, Kayla, for taking some time to be with us tonight and educate everyone on what you did for 8 weeks there. And also to Ron and Wayne for letting us know how the process worked on the other side of the emails, computer, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And now we'll move on to our second presentation from Jan Van Vlak, Snug founder and AVA member. Jan is a current AVA member who helped the AVA design the virtual walks during COVID. I'm sure several people on this call were participants in the virtual walks that we did when we had difficulty going outdoors. She's the founder of the Snug Safety app. Now, Snug is a simple, reliable daily check-in app designed to give peace of mind to people who live alone. Whether you want reassurance for yourself, your pets, or your loved ones, Snug helps ensure that someone knows you're okay every day. And with that, Jan, tell us about Snug.
Hi, I don't know, excuse me, I don't know how many of you know me. And I'd like to explain my beautiful background here. I'm on a cruise ship right now. So, but we have computers, we have technology, we can still do this. So, and I moved to Florida in 2014, and in 2016, I got really big into pickleball. And some of my goals for moving to Florida was to start 2 Volks Walks there, and I did. And I started a walking club there, and I got people interested in walking and Volks walking. But I also started playing pickleball, and I got hit in the head early 2016, and that night I had a seizure. I knew I'm a registered nurse, and I knew I'd had a seizure because I chewed up my tongue, and I got to worrying about it. What's going to happen if I don't wake up? What happened? I mean, I think the life alert things are great. At that point, the Apple Watch had just come out, and we didn't even have the fall detection, but that still doesn't take care of not waking up. And I could just see it. I thought all I want to do is just open up my phone in the morning and tap a button that says I'm okay. And if I don't tap it, then a message goes out to someone. Well, I had contacted a software company about an Apple Watch app, and the CEO wanted to talk to me. He said, I'd like to talk to how seniors use technology. Y'all obviously can tell by looking at me that I'm a senior. But anyway, so he called me, and so I told him about my idea. And just like that, within a week, he loved the idea. And within a week, Snug was developed. It is nationwide. We have other countries clamoring for it. I bet people writing in and say, I even had a man in Zimbabwe saying, why can't we have it here? I had a woman in Australia said, we have seniors here too. We need your app. But people in Canada, people in Mexico, people in all over want our app. And right now we're only in the United States, but we are all over the United States, and it is completely free. We do have a dispatch program, but let me tell you about the free one first. So you download the app, and you can download it. You see on our website, you download the app, and you put in your personal information and what time you want to check in. You can check in anytime between 5:30 in the morning and 9:30 at night. And you put in who your emergency contacts are. And at 10 after, whatever your check-in time is, let's say it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you don't check in by 10 after 9, a text goes out to your emergency contacts that said, Sally didn't check in today. Can you check on her? It's that simple. Every day you check in. If you don't check in, your emergency contacts are notified. I see a question. My camera is off. Oh man, I don't know how to fix that. Is it the video turn on?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
there's
Uh,
click on the video.
I got it. I am so sorry. I see it now. Now you can see my beautiful cabin on a cruise ship. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, you heard me. So we also have a dispatch plan so that if you don't have anyone that can check on you, we will find out who EMS is in your area, and we will send EMS. So there is a charge for that. But if you just want a text to go out to your emergency contacts, then that is absolutely free. I had right now I haven't worked for them this whole time. I've just been involved with them and giving in, along the way as we developed it. Hey, we need a vacation mode. What about when people are on vacation or they have company and they don't need to check in, or they're even in the hospital? So I've been involved the whole time with adding things and fine tuning it. But now I'm actually working for them and doing support tickets. I'm absolutely loving it. And I had a woman write in one morning and she said, my neighbor has used Snug for years and she has never missed a check-in. This morning she didn't check in and she said, this is the free plan now. She said, I didn't know what to do. So I went across the street and she didn't come to the door. So I called the police and she was barely breathing. And she said, she's on her way to the hospital now. And can you help me get a hold of her son? And we have those kind of stories all the time. And just the peace of mind that it gives people, for them and their pets, to know that if they don't check in, someone will check on them.
That's an amazing program, and it's really amazing too that you have the free version. It's not some company out trying to make a quick buck.
It is. It's so there's not even any ads. There aren't even any ads. It's completely free. And so many people, excuse me, for so many people, it gives them peace of mind. Plus, even if you pass away, you don't want your body there for months, which has happened. I mean, we had it happen right where I live. Someone they found had been dead for 9 days. You don't want that either, So it's just really an awesome thing. And if you live by yourself, or if you travel, you can have a partner, but you're traveling. Or if you take care, have a care, or you are the caregiver of someone that would not be able to call, like Gene Hackman's situation, or a parent with young kids who, someone needs to check on them every day. I read an article not too long ago about a man who had his son, and his 1-year-old son, and he had a heart attack, and the little boy died because the man died and no one was there, and the little boy died of dehydration. So I feel so fulfilled that somebody listened to me with an idea. How many times have you heard someone with an idea and you've said to them, wow, that's a great idea? But in this case, they actually listened and made the app.
Well, thanks very much for your story on this. Anybody have any questions or comments for Jan?
I believe Yvonne had her hand up. I don't know if she still had a question.
Sorry. I was gonna say my coworker uses your app, and she says her person that she has to checks in for her. She said, for 5 minutes, if I fall asleep or something, she's calling me saying, "Are you okay?" Because she lives alone. So it's really cool to make the connection.
Thank you for that.
I want to chime in and say I love that idea and I love this app, and I'm going to tell my granny to get it.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody knows somebody that could benefit from it.
So Jan, since you're with us here, just so full disclosure and everybody knows what the options are, why don't you explain what the paid plan does for people?
Excuse me. So for the paid plan, we actually have a dispatch company that we pay, and they have to find out, let's just say somebody that lives in Timbuktu, Oklahoma, who their 911 would be is different than someone that lives in New York City or someone that lives in Baltimore or wherever. So every time someone joins for the dispatch plan, the dispatcher has to find out who should be called if that person doesn't check in. So the first thing that happens if you don't check in, if you have the dispatch plan, and then I'll tell you what I did when I stupidly didn't check in to show you that it really works, but I'm not embarrassed. But anyway, so if you don't check in, they call you. They actually make a phone call. It's no texting with a paid plan. They call you. If you don't answer, then they call your emergency contacts. And if they will not, if they don't reach someone who will check on you, then they call the EMS in your area, whether it be the police, the fire department, or actually the EMS, and they do a wellness check. And all over the country, we have either police or the EMS, the ambulance, or the fire department that goes to their house to make sure that they're okay. Now, to tell you what I did, I was having surgery, and I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and got my friend Bob picked me up at 4:30 in the morning, and I forgot to check in. I mean, I was thinking about surgery, and I could have checked in. You can check in anytime after midnight, but I just forgot. So Bob has taken me to several. I've had both hips and a knee done, and he has taken me to my surgeries, and he knows about Snug because his girlfriend uses it. And he was sitting in the waiting room, and the EMS came in and said, "Is there a Jan Van Black here in the hospital?" And he said, "Yes, she's in surgery." And they said, "Are you sure?" And he pointed to the marquee and said, "Yeah, there's her name up there." They said, "Well, she didn't check in with Snug today." So I had turned off my phone and turned off my watch and took it back to surgery with me. It was on the gurney, because Bob was going to leave as soon as I came out of surgery. And my doctor told him I was okay. He texts my kids, he goes home, and then someone else would come and get me. So my watch and phone was turned off, but they went by my last location and they showed up at the hospital. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really does work. And I think about in 2015 when I drove 12,000 miles by myself, Volkswagen, trying to finish up the US. And it would have been wonderful to have had Snug then, because if something had happened to me, my location, Snug dispatcher would have found me because of the location on my phone.
Well, that sounds like a really, really good deal. I'm actually surprised that they went to the point of actually checking location on the phone.
Yeah, I was shocked when I found out that they actually do a location on everyone every 4 hours. I said, "You have got to be kidding." I mean, the biggest part of our people we're offering is free. So we don't have a lot of extra money, and we're running a location on everyone, because if you don't check in, we need to be able to tell your emergency contacts where you are, where you were your last location. It's really pretty phenomenal. And I give the people at Snug credit for listening to an idea and going with it.
So in the case of somebody who's a emergency contact, but they're not local to the person or the contact for, so you have like your son or daughter in another city or something, and there's not a check-in and you don't answer your phone, do they need to call someone?
Okay, no. I don't know why my throat. I'm sorry, I apologize. If you have the free plan and your son is your contact, and they live in 400, 500,000 miles away, then your son would need to call 911 in your area for the free plan. But if you have the dispatch plan and they call your son and your son says, "I am not with him, can take care of this," then they would send EMS or police or fire department to your house.
Okay.
And another thing that the people at Snug hadn't thought about, to me, this is a way for younger people whose parents are older. It's a way for them to be able to evaluate their parents on, oh, they were checking in every day, and now they don't check in very often. So maybe they're declining, and maybe it's time for them to go to a nursing home or something. So that's, to me, a really big, valuable part of something that a senior has to do. You don't have to be a senior to use it, obviously, but something that you have to do every day. That's really a good indication that your mind might be declining when you quit doing it. So I think that's real valuable too.
Anybody have anything else for Jan and the Snug program? Boy, we're just zooming through everything. You all must be
Yeah, let me
wanting to-
just say one more thing. Jan at snugsafety.com. If anyone wants to email me, if they want to run the article in their newsletter, or if they have questions about it, you can reach me at jan at snugsafety.com.
All right. Jan, thanks for coming on tonight and
You're
letting us know
welcome.
about this. Glad to see you found life after the virtual program.
Yes, yes. And I saw you at TAW, but I didn't get a chance to talk to you.
Uh, all right. Henry, before we go to Santa's gifts, do you have anything else to add tonight?
No, I want to just thank Jen and congratulate her. Great job. I had the pleasure of working with her very closely on the virtual walks. We talked quite a bit, and then she disappeared. Well, now I know what she was working on. So thank you, Jen.
And I'm still walking. I'm up to 86 miles on this cruise. My girlfriend and I keep up with our miles every day. I have a spreadsheet, and we're up to like 83. She's at 83 and I'm at 86. Yes, miles on this cruise.
Wow.
Henry, do we want to talk about the member deals?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, the member benefits.
So is it okay if I share a screen?
Yes.
German,
Yeah, that's-
okay. So I hope everyone can see my screen. This is what this is a account that I used for testing called Olive Green. My name is Michael Green on AVA IT.
Yes, it's
And
showing up.
we've implemented a new feature for those of you who have signed up to be AVA individual members, used to be called associate members. And now if you log into your my.ava account, you will see a description of this benefit and you can either click on the here button or you can click on my awards. It goes to the same place. And this is again for AVA and individual members only. And let's see how this works. It's gonna take a moment. This is a promotional video for member deals. This is the ability to sign up for various
Yeah, I think it's tricky to actually get the audio of a video on Zoom. So we're just seeing the silent version.
So I think, again, you can look at that video in your own time by clicking on the right here. Meanwhile, you would go to your My Awards page, and in this particular case, this person hasn't entered their AVA membership number. This would be either your lifetime or individual membership number. You would enter it right here, and when you submit it, it's checked against the AVA database to confirm your status. In fact, if you're paying dues annually, then you have to have not expired. And when you've submitted your AVA number, then it shows up as shown here. Let me get this over. So here I've entered my AVA membership number. You can see I'm a lifetime member, and now all of a sudden this appears. And if you click on the go button here, then they'll first take you to this page asking you if you want to sign up for emails. That is not required. If you want to get emails, you're welcome to sign up for them, but you don't have to do that. Just click on no thanks. And this is the Member Deals website. So, and you can click on, all kinds of things. For example, when I go out to Boulder, Colorado, I'm going to go to the Sphere in Vegas afterwards. Maybe I can get the chairman to get me a good rate. I don't know. But here you can see that I put in Sphere, and sure enough, there's a nice web page with the typical ticket venue type of sign up. So if I want to buy tickets on December 17th, then it shows me my venue. Make it just a little bit bigger. Let's knock this down. Get that out of the way. There we go. You can see I can select a section and it'll show me when it's working. It shows me prices. I've seen it work. Not working at the moment, sorry. At any rate, that's just one of many things you can do with this. And we'll go back. There we go. Again, no thanks. Movie tickets can go by city, rental cars, hotels. The amount of the discount varies. And again, this is only available to those who are AVA individual members, not necessarily a AVA club member, but an AVA individual member, used to be called associate member. If there are any questions, be glad to field those questions.
Mike, I'll just add that includes the lifetime members. Just
Yes. So anybody, yeah, an individual member, lifetime, or that renew yearly. And again, it's through my.ava.org. And to remind you, you can get to my.ava.org many different ways. Go through a personal login, put in your login information. And of course, it's not taking mine right now, but that's okay. Anyway, there it goes. And then you click on the My Awards tab, and you can see. And again, this number is different from your book's number, where if you put that number in, once it confirms the last name match, it'll display your event and the distance levels. This is information that is directly pulled out of the AVA Awards database, as well as whether your membership is active or not. That's all I got.
Thank you, Mike. Anybody have any questions about that?
Yeah, Mike, is there a link somewhere on this where if somebody isn't a member, they can get to join?
Yeah, that would be go through ava.org, and there's a membership that way. I think I can bring that up if you give me a moment. So if you go to the main website, member, AVA membership, and there's a membership form right there that you can click on and complete and send in.
So to
And
stop
yet-
people from going somewhere else, can we put that link somewhere here? So they see the benefit and then they can actually say, hey, I'm not a member, can I join? And we can click right
Sure,
there
I
so
can
they
put a
don't
link.
have to go somewhere
I think
else.
that's I can definitely put that on the login page. Yes, that's a good suggestion. I will do that.
Thanks.
That's real easy to do, and I can do that. Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
this is
Okay, thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so Santa's gifts tonight are all about the big give. We have gifts going out to people and clubs that have been selected, and we'll have audience participation in a moment as well. So First, I'll give you the announcements of some of the Big Give prize winners. We have the Big Give Regional Award given out each year to the region that raises the most during the Big Give. And this year's winner for the second year in a row is the Southwest region. Three individuals won a 2026 Starting Point book and a 50th anniversary t-shirt. No, five individuals, sorry. Five. Santa's bag was bigger than I thought. Blake Charvez of San Antonio, Texas. Beverly Deladio of Kansas City, Kansas. Vicky Radinsky of South Bend, Indiana. Don Gruber in Fairborn, Ohio. And Valerie Lupinetti right here in Las Vegas. She's actually a new club member with the Las Vegas High Rollers and Strollers. And so this would have been her first year of donating to the Big Give.
Wow.
And spread the word, really a small percentage of our people nationwide make a donation. And the more that make that donation small, medium, large, whatever, every little bit helps. So encourage your friends and neighbors to give, even if they're not AVA walkers. Now, two clubs won a free sanctioned traditional event and a 50th anniversary t-shirt. The two club winners are the East Texas Wanderers and the Madison Area Volksport Association. And now, our live drawing. One club and one individual will receive the grand prize of a 2-day walk pass for Crazy Horse Memorial Volksmarch and the Outlaw Ranch Walk outside of Custer, and a free 2-night double occupancy hotel accommodation at AVA's Host Hotel in Rapid City, South Dakota for the Crazy Horse Memorial Volksmarch. This happens the weekend of June 6th in South Dakota. And grand prizes are non-transferable. In other words, Santa says no re-gifting. Now, to get the individual winner, Santa needs your help. I need somebody to give me a number. If you want to be the person to give me a number, raise your virtual hand. You should. Do we not have the hand thing on the Zoom here? Oh, wait, there's one. There's one. I see one. All right. Ron Jones, unmute your mic, please.
I think
Thank
it's
you, Ron, for
unmuted.
participating in this.
Yeah, it's unmuted, right?
Yes. I need you to give me a number between 2 and 266.
Well, I'm going to give you the number of the year, which is 67 or 67.
Not to be
It's kind of
confused
a
with
joke. If people know what it is, you'd be reading the news. Who
Is
doesn't know
67 your final answer?
67?
Number 67 is Carol Evans of Horsham, Pennsylvania. Horsham. I think that's how you say it. Horsham. So Carol Evans is the winner of a 2-day walk pass and 2-night stay for Crazy Horse in June and outside of Rapid City, South Dakota. Thank you, Ron. And who's the next person that would like to give me a number? Let me see a hand raised. Deanne Brown, come on down. Unmute your mic.
Right. How are you, Carl? You're doing fine. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. How about the number?
Wait. I need to tell you what the range is because now it's for the
Okay,
clubs.
that's all different. Okay.
Okay. Now the individual winners were on Santa's nice list.
Oh,
The clubs are on Santa's other list, which is
oh,
nice clubs.
oh,
So for nice clubs, we have a number between 2 and 61.
hmm. Okay, how about an even 50?
Number 50. And the winner is the Dogwood Trailblazers of Joplin, Missouri.
Oh, good. Because that's in our region. Yay.
There you go.
All right. Okay, I'll put this on.
Thanks everyone for playing along with Santa's little big giving aways tonight. Thank you to our presenters for the valuable information that we all learned from them. And thanks everybody for joining us, taking a little bit of time out of your holiday shopping to sit around with us and learn more new stuff about AVA and things that affect members of AVA. Anybody have any last questions or comments?
Carl, I have one comment for you. Carol Evans, and that's Horsham, Pennsylvania. She is the treasurer of the Liberty Bell Wanderers for many, many years. She'll be thrilled. Thank you.
Great, great. It's always good when these things work out and the prizes go to well-deserving people. But in my opinion, all 266 were well-deserving because they all donated to the big give. All right, Henry, any last words?
I think I saw a hand go up, Carl, but I don't know where it went.
You had what?
I think I saw a hand go up.
Oh. Is there anybody else that has comment? Feel free to unmute your mic and let us know. Speak out loud. No hands required. Nice little trick you can do with Zoom. You know, you put your hand back far enough and it disappears.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Thank you,
Happy
Leslie.
holidays. Yep, happy holidays.
All right, I'm going to give you 8 minutes of your time back. We did not take the full hour. So it's always a plus with Zoom calls when you can finish early. Everybody have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If I don't see you before, we'll see you later.
You too.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Bye.
Bye.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
All right, thank you.